Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Belinda Garrido, and today I wanted to do a wrap-up interview letter to myself for next year. I really want this video to be a good summary of my year, a highlight reel, the lessons I've learned, who I am right now in 2023, and I want to do this again next year and react to it / make a new one for next year, kind of like the Billie Eilish video that happens every year, that kind of a thing. So to start off this video, I wanted to introduce you to my planner that I had this year. This is the Law of Attraction planner from Freedom Mastery, and on the front cover it says the Law of Attraction planner, and it has the zodiac signs. And I wanted to introduce my new planner for 2024, which will be this nice white one with rose gold, and it has a compass that says health, freedom, love, and prosperity. And I'll put a link to these below because I really credit this for having such an amazing year. So this is the first time I ever used one of these planners, and I started at the beginning of the year. And basically, it gives you a lot of tools as far as goal setting, making a mission and a vision statement, creating a vision board and life statement, make clear strategies, take action monthly and weekly, and basically just different ways to manifest things into your life. And I very much do think this was a big reason why I accomplished so many things this year. So I'm going to be using this as I go along and talk about my year. So 2023 was a very big year for me. Like I said, I was very big on goal setting at the beginning of the year. At the beginning of the year, I read The Miracle Morning, which is a very, very good book. And that book inspired me to basically use my mornings well and to really set up my days. So at the beginning of the year, I was getting up at 5 a.m. I was doing all of these habits every single morning. I was trying to post on TikTok daily. This year, I tried to write a book. I believe that was this year. I tried to write a book, and that didn't really work. I also tried to write a webtoon later in the year. This year was really just me figuring out me and what I really want, because I don't think I ever really took a step back and thought about what do I actually want in life. And it took me the full year to really grasp contentment and what that really means. And life is really difficult to figure out the things that you wanted. So I wrote down all these goals and all these things I wanted, and a lot of them are still true, but not for the same reasons, not to the same extent. My top 5 goals this year were to get paid to read books, find balance between my work and my personal life and my relationships and me, drink daily water for a year, practice daily gratitude, feel in control of my life and balanced in my life, and to find joy in discipline and consistency, and to really figure out what that means to me. And I did all of those things except for getting paid to read. And honestly, I don't know if I really want that anymore, at least to the extent that I had once wanted that. I don't think I want that anymore. So that was a big revelation this year. But everything else I pretty much did. I did really good at drinking my water this year. I've drinking the most water this year than I've ever drinking in my life. I was the most disciplined and consistent that I've ever been in my life this year, and because of that, a lot of things have changed in my life, and if I didn't push myself to be consistent, to be disciplined, I don't think I would have accomplished as much as I did this year, even in the past 3 to 4 months. And I did feel very balanced and in control of my life because I was disciplined and I was consistent. And it was just such a fulfilling feeling. I have never been more self-confident in myself than in those moments of discipline and consistency. And I was so grateful this year, and I was really able to fully grasp things in my life this year and see them for what they are. So that was really amazing to me. What else? I did a lot of reading this year. I read 62 books so far, and I enjoyed every single bit of it. My top fiction book is probably the ACOTAR series. This year I read A Court of Thorns and Roses, the entire series this year. I'm finishing up A Court of Silver Flames today, and I'm filming this on December 9th. So, I'm very excited to finish that series, and that series really was there for me for an escape during not the worst time of my life at all, very exciting points of my life, but very stressful, different points of my life where a lot of change was happening. And those books really changed my thought process on what a book series can really be. It really opened my eyes to writing and becoming an author and creating a fantasy, beautiful, imaginative world with love and turmoil and evil and good and amazing things. So that book has inspired me to now write my book in 2024. That is my biggest goal in this upcoming year, is to write my book, write a different story than I had originally started to write, a more concise, easy to follow story, but one that I think is going to be really, really good. And I'm really excited about it. What else did I do this year? I read all of the Lore Olympus books, and I got really obsessed with webtoons, and I had decided to turn my fiction normal book that I was gonna write and turn that into a webtoon, which is a comic online. So that would involve writing and drawing. And I was really, really interested and invested in the idea, but I think it was just too much for me, too many different things mixed together, too much of a commitment that I wasn't really ready for. And I think that idea and seeing how it was too much to really commit to really helped me understand not just consistency, but being honest with myself and giving myself grace about the things that I can actually accomplish in a day and the things that I actually want to do and why I would really want to do them, which has been a very big thing. In March of this year, I went on a cruise. I went to Bermuda on the Norwegian Cruise Line, and I had a really, really good time. I read multiple books on this cruise, and it was right before this cruise that I started this channel, and I started making ASMR videos on it, which was very exciting. I got my Blue Yeti mic this year. My boyfriend bought it for me, and this has completely changed the game as far as making content and actually really enjoying making it, because prior to this I don't think I really enjoyed making content. And the content that I was making it for an ulterior motive. I was only ever making content to create something for myself and to make money off of it eventually. It was never because I liked doing it. And this is the first time that I actually really enjoyed myself making content, which is exciting. I read a lot of nonfiction this year, and I reread a lot of nonfiction, and that resulted in a lot of breakthroughs and just amazing self-improvement and development. I read The Magic of Thinking Big for work. My boss bought that for us for our yearly company rally, and that book got me a raise, which was very exciting. So I had a lot of great times at my 9-to-5 job, career-wise, this year. In May, it was my birthday. I turned 26 in 2023, and I do believe this year was the year my frontal lobe fully developed, which was very exciting, and I can really feel I can process things correctly now and fully, which is exciting. So this is the first time I can really fully grasp all aspects of things, and I just felt my frontal lobe fully develop, and it was wild. This year I read the An Ember in the Ashes series. I read the full 4-book series, and that also really sparked a lot of fantasy love for me, and just really showed me how much I love that genre and how much I would love to write a book in that genre. And I was introduced to some of the most amazing characters I've ever read, and character development that was just genius, and a world that was so beautiful, and it really inspired me to, again, write a book like that. And then I got kind of stuck emotionally and energy-wise this year around the middle of the year. I felt so stagnant and stuck, and I lost all grasp with the things that I wanted and the things that I was working towards. I completely lost it, and I didn't know why I was here, what I was doing anything for. And I felt so lost in June and towards the end of July. And at the end of July is when I found affiliate marketing. And this really starts the beginning of everything changing for me in 2023. I found TikTok videos about affiliate marketing, which is basically promoting online courses for money and for commissions. And it wasn't that concept that changed my life, because I didn't actually see any benefit from that time period. I did so many courses. I paid a lot of money to learn about affiliate marketing, and I couldn't figure out how to make it work. But in those courses, a very big concept was being pushed around and being spoken over and over and over again. No matter what course it was, no matter who was teaching it, they showed me how to fall in love with the journey, not the outcome. And I think that was what I needed to learn this year. And I would say that was the biggest thing I learned this year. Was it's about the journey. It's really not about the outcome. And I've never just taken a step back and allowed myself to enjoy the journey. I was always reminding myself of, why am I doing this? Where am I going? What's the outcome? When you can just focus on what you're doing right now and why you're doing it and why you're enjoying it right now. It doesn't have to make sense further along. And that was groundbreaking to me. So at the end of July, I took a course on affiliate marketing, the first one, and I went to Oshkosh in Wisconsin, which is a town in Wisconsin that every year they have an air show, the biggest air show of the country, and everybody from all over the world comes with their airplanes and they fly. My boyfriend loves flying. I don't, but I go for the experience to read on, you know, a summer day without work. And during that time, I was thinking about affiliate marketing in my life and what was going on, and it was beautiful and magical. I watched Barbie and Oppenheimer, and it was just such a great experience again this year. And when I came back, I had a whole different view on life from affiliate marketing from this trip. And August of 2023 is really when I changed my entire life. I decided to do the 75 hard, my own personal rules to get my goals. Obviously, like, it wasn't the real 75 hard, but I dedicated around 70 days to my habits that I wanted to create the life of my dreams. And in that 75 hard, I worked out every day when I never work out. I drank 64 ounces of water every day when I never drank water. Like, I was so bad at drinking water at that time. I did morning pages every day, which is a new thing because I started reading The Artist Way this year. I completely transformed my life. And from then, has been just the rest of the year where I've sold my house, I've made $50,000, I've really set these like wheels working towards moving into this big house that my boyfriend had built in a town that we couldn't afford to live in years ago. And we've been renting it out, and I was finally able to really put that whole plan in motion to get me, my boyfriend, my mom, everybody into this house so that we can work together and live someplace very nice as like a community, as a small village, which has been something I've wanted to do forever. So I was able to do that. I've been reading ACOTAR. Just this year has been such an amazing year, and I have so many amazing things that I want to do next year. So in 2024, I hope to basically, let me share with you my top 5 goals actually for 2024, because I just highlighted them. So my top 5 goals for the new year is to write and publish, but mostly write my book. Create an abundance mindset. I've always had a rocky relationship with money, and I want to fully have an abundance mindset for the first time in my life. I want to meditate daily and really have control over my mind. I want to make money on social media, any money. It could be $1. I don't care. I want to figure out a way to start making an income on social media. And I want to quit picking my skin. I've had dermatillomania, which is like a skin picking disorder, since I was like probably 9 until I could pick at my skin. I was picking at my skin, and it's so detrimental. It wastes so much time. It hurts my physical skin so bad and my mental health so bad. It's ridiculous. So I would love to be able to not do that anymore. So I want to quit skin picking. That's like 100% I'm going to be doing in 2024. And yeah, those are my biggest goals this year, and I want to continue to make these videos, and just continue to share my journey with you and where I end up and what I do and the amazing things to come. Yeah, I think that's it. I hope to see you next year with the same video. It's gonna be so weird to see myself and be like, that was me, and I'm me as well, and me next year is also me. It's gonna be beautiful. Yeah, so I think that's it. I hope you have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening. I hope it's full of positivity and amazing things, and I will see you in the next video.